All right. We are
Awesome.
ready. Thank you so much, Kelly. Take it away.
Yay. Thanks, Michelle. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a good summer, staying cool as much as we can. This week feels like it's slightly better. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Appreciations to Molly Kemp for kind of um, pulling me up and encouraging me to share this awesome resource with everyone. I just assumed that all of us had a wish list, and that's not the case. So I'm very happy that I can share a little bit of what I've learned and how successful it's been for us here at the Creighton Family Resource Center. And then hopefully this session will give you a better idea of why we should have a wish list, what kind of the reasons are, and then a how-to portion so that you can actually make one and do it. And I really encourage you to have a little tab open and just like follow along with us as you go, because really it's very easy and very editable. So if you're like, wait, I don't like the name or I want to switch this, like it's all, nothing's going to break and you can go back and change things and fix whatever. So I encourage this to be a working session so that you can just get it going instead of putting something else on your to-do list that you're like, oh, eventually I'll get to that. Like, take the leap and try it and just go for it. And then it's there. And then you can add to it and edit it. And um, people will give. I promise they will. So here we go. Thank you, Michelle, also for beautifying these slides. I created just a very boring template and she made them gorgeous. So thank you so much. As she said, I'm Kelly Blakesley. I am the manager over at the Creighton Family Resource Center and actually got this idea from Leslie Owen, the outgoing manager, because we had a donor that was very interested in supporting our center. And she said, and I quote, "We love to shop a list." And I was like, oh, that's so cute. We love to have a list available for people to shop. So that's sort of where the history of this came from. And then, like I said, Molly reached out and was like, this is not a thing that a lot of FRCs have. So let's share the knowledge. So here we go. First, we're going to start with the why. So first is people want to help. It's a good way to just create that community connection. If you listen to me yammer on about advocacy in the last connections meeting, I talked a lot about just sharing the great work that we're doing. And when you do that, people are just really motivated to help. And so this is a good way to give them an easy access to help and support our FRCs. Um, Next, it is easy to have items donated directly to the center. So again, when people say like, I want to help, I want to give, instead of saying like, oh, maybe this, maybe that, it's just a really easy way to say, okay, you want to give, this is a direct connection to allowing them to give items directly to the center. Welcome everyone coming in. I was just saying, please use this as a working session. So when we get to kind of the how to, we're doing the why first of Amazon wish lists, but when we get to the how to, please have a tab open and follow along so that you can give it a try. Thank you for being here. Um, the third reason is that it can be updated, added to, or changed. I talked about that when I said that I encourage you to try it today because it's very easy to edit and it's in real time. So even if you've sent out the link and you add something or update it or change the quantity or delete something or whatever, it all updates and refreshes often or, in real time. And so folks that are looking at it will see the most recent version. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I don't know, I don't have everything planned out. That's okay. It's better to just get it going and start so that you can update and add as you need to. And then finally, it's shareable. So I added it to our website. I put it on our newsletter. I actually just added it to my email signature. She's thirsty. I'm like really trying to get it out there. I made a little poster that I hung in our office to yeah, just get it out there. I mean, you would be surprised at the people, even folks that come to our center to get resources, often want to give back in ways that they can. And there are things big and small on our wish list. And so I'm not going to gatekeep anyone from supporting our center and allowing them to give back to a community that supports them. All right, Shelley, next. Okay, quick note on Amazon. So I have to say this. I mentioned this I think in the advocacy presentation that I gave last time. I just am a big proponent of shopping local and supporting our local community and economy. And so I can't not say this. And I said, Michelle, is this appropriate? Like, can I say this? And she gave me the green light. So here we go. And then she added this very cute little soapbox icon, which I love. So thank you. So it is a problematic company. It's a big box. We know that there's a lot of issues with that. I actually linked a couple of articles. I think Michelle said that she's going to share the slides when we get done. So if you're like, what do you mean? Why is it problematic? Feel free to read the two articles that I linked. Just some labor practices and things that come along with big bucks companies that I personally don't support. So I just wanted to, I couldn't like, I couldn't give this presentation in good conscience without giving my little like, oh, Amazon is tough and it's cringy. So I just bear with me and then we'll get to the like fun stuff of actually creating it. So um it's in our personal lives. I strongly encourage you to shop local, to support the small businesses around you, and all the things that keep our money right here in our communities. That's of course the best way to keep a thriving and healthy community. Again, read those articles if you're interested more about why that's important. And in that same breath, it is so convenient to create an Amazon wish list. There are 1 million items, as everyone knows, on Amazon, things that we use all the time in our centers that are very useful. So that's the way I kind of justify it in my head. I'm like, all right, well, we're giving back to the community and doing it for good and helping people that need it and that can benefit from it directly. So we plug our noses and we do it and we make the list. And all right, that's it. Jumping off my soapbox. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so this is the how-to. We're just jumping right in. So please unmute or share in the chat if you're like, what about this? Or I have a question. I'm going to go slow, but I really, really encourage you to open a tab right now and start with step one, which is Amazon.com. So follow along with us. I know it feels like, oh, this is one more thing and this is so scary, but it's really not. Once you start that first process and get things going, you can add it, you can delete, you can update, and then who knows what people will give and start to reach out to you. So just take that leap and don't make it one more thing on your to-do list. Just get it started right now. So everyone has their tab open. I hope you're heading to Amazon.com. Step two, it's over in the, I'm actually going to follow along with you too so that I can make sure I'm doing it correctly and saying all of the buttons in the right spots. So we're on Amazon.com. Over in the right-hand corner, you also, I didn't put this on the slide, but you can be logged into your personal account. That's fine. You don't have to have an account like just for your FRC. It could be your personal Amazon account. And there's a place, and I go through this later on in the steps to signify where the packages get sent to and what days. So don't stress if you're like, I don't want FRC stuff coming to my house. Like nobody does. Please set that boundary. You can specify that. So it's okay if it's attached to your personal account. Okay, so over on the right-hand side, you're going to see a little drop down that says accounts and lists. And then you're going to see one, it's in the middle column that says create a list. So that's what you're going to click on to create the list. The first thing you want to do is pick a name. Oh, look at Michelle. Amazing. Are you going to walk through us with it?
Okay, can
Yeah, go ahead.
can you just go back just for a second?
Yeah.
So when I did it, because I do have a personal account, and I don't want to have them both together, right? So I can do that because it's just telling me
What do you
in
mean?
order to create
Tell me more about both together. What do you mean by that?
separate. So can I do create an account just under?
You could if you want to, but there's the packages will not get sent to your house, so it's not
So
it's
I could
not,
just keep it under. Okay, so I'll
yeah,
just sign in under mine.
that's what I have. I
Okay.
just use my personal one, and then when it comes time to do the address portion, that's when you can put in your FRC's address or wherever you get things shipped. If you have like a separate, like if you work for a school district, they may go to like a different location if it's not your direct FRC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
good
got
question.
it.
No, good question. If you wanted to create an account separately for your FRC, I'm sure that you could do that too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Good questions. Thank you. All right. How's everyone doing? Did we find the buttons?
I'm in.
It's pretty straightforward stuff, but I know like the first time you do it, it can be a little bit much. But like,
You're cutting out a little bit, Mario, but thank you for saying that. I agree. It's a little clicky at the start, but
I want you to think about it like this. Look, so HISO, it's we're doing the quarterly report, right? That's what's due. So the quarterly report is just going to be the 3 months of Exhibit C's and 3 months of the COC report, right?
maybe, wait, maybe we're
And
talking about two different things.
And
Mario,
then once you're done with that, you do the 4 questions and you send that over to me, which I just sent you the format of the actual 4 questions. And then that
wait, I think
Are
we're
we on the same? Are we on the same Zoom?
I think Mario
I
is
think he's in
having a phone
another
call.
meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
I just
I
muted
like
him.
his multitasking. I just learned something. No.
I just
Mario
muted
getting it
him.
all done. Here I'm like, you're right. It's a little clicky. No worries. It's on something else. Okay. All right. We are back on Amazon. Thank you, Michelle, for following along. So create a list. Click that. Thank you so much.
Okay, so once you're in,
Yes. So this is where you're
okay,
going to make your name. I just made ours Creighton Family Resource Center wish list. So I would make it straightforward. Don't confuse people with other things so that they know what they're given to. Cool. All right, so we are currently on step 3, which is pick a name.
okay, I'm kind of slow. So
You're good.
you went to the drop down box,
Yes.
right? And you went to shopping list.
No, create a list.
Oh, create a list.
Mhm.
And you could do different list from there, right? You
It should
could
just
say
pop up at
list
the top.
1 is FRC, list 2 is Tamara, list 3 is something else. Can
Well,
you
you might
create
have your
multiple lists?
Yeah,
you
you
might have your
can.
own personal wish list, so that could be for you. If you've created one just for yourself for a birthday party or something, that could be. But if you're making a new one, you'll
just-
want to make sure you do create a list.
I'm just asking, can you create multiple lists? But
Yes.
that's probably a question for something else. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you can. You can. Cool. So once you've created your whatever FRC wish list name, now it's going to say there's no items. So from here on step 4, there are 2 ways to add. You can add an item by searching in the top, right there at the top where it says search Amazon. You can look for, yep, let's say tablecloths or, oh no, that's Michelle, you're searching actually inside your list. Since you have nothing in your list, it's not going to come up. I'm talking about the very top by the little yellow magnifying glass.
Yeah.
There we go. So if you search tablecloths up there, then you'll be able to look through all the zillion things that Amazon has to offer and then choose the one that makes most sense for you and your center. And when you get to whatever it is that you want, over on the right-hand side, this is so great. You're perfect walking us through. You're going to go to add to list. So it's a drop down underneath, like add to cart, all of those things. And then if you only have one list, it will just get automatically added to your FRC wish list. But if you have multiple lists, like Tamara was just saying, you will need to select which list you want to send it to. So it looked like Michelle has a few lists of her own. So she will need to pick that it goes to the FRC one. Because if you just say add to list, then it might get added to a different like birthday party or whatever personal list you might have. Was there a question? Tracy, did you have a question?
I'm sorry. Can you slow down a little bit? I'm still on my password trying to get into my account.
Yeah.
You're totally fine. And these
Thank
steps
you.
I'm trying.
yeah, these steps will also be in the slides and Michelle is going to send them out. So feel free
Perfect.
to review. But let me just repeat, Tracy and everybody else, so that we're clear. So we were at Amazon.com. We went up to the top bar to accounts and lists. You just hover. I don't even think you have to hit. In the middle, you'll find create a list. You'll click there. It's going to ask you to make a name. I suggest doing your FRC's wish list. And
So-
wish is 1 or 2 words. I did a little research. I was like, how do people spell it? Either way is correct. If you weren't going to sleep today. Go
So,
ahead.
I know you're kind of going over it, but my wish list says private, and that's fine, right?
Oh, that's my next one. I would make it public, Tamara, because if somebody does not have the link and they just want to search your FRC's wish list and they look for it, if it's private, they will not be able to search it. But if it's public, they can. So I would definitely make it public.
I don't see where I can change that because I'm
So-
clicking on it and.
You are a couple of steps ahead of us, but we will get there.
Oh, okay.
settings-
Sorry.
You're totally fine. There's a little settings area, so you can change the settings in there. So we're gonna start with add items, and then we'll go into some of those little details.
So when I'm here and I said add item, it just gave me cart. It did not give me the option to add it to a list.
So go back to your list and see if it did, because sometimes it just swipes it in there, and then you didn't totally notice.
Well,
So
I'm
you can-
here. It shows there's no items.
There's no items. Okay,
So-
so then try searching again at the bar at the top. The
Yep.
White bar, yellow
I
magnifying glass?
did. Tablecloth disposables. Okay.
Okay, so then on the right side, did you
Mhm.
find,
It's there and it says go to cart.
okay, so don't do go to cart. So Michelle, let's click on one and just do a practice here. Okay, so
Let me
Tamara,
get
are you
back
looking
to
at,
you.
get out of your tab for a second, go back to Michelle's screen.
Okay.
Okay, so where it says, it's below the add to cart. So you don't want to do the cart. It's where it says add to list. And then you want to click the arrow if you have your own separate list so that it gets added to the correct list. So when you click the arrow, you'll be able to select FRC or whatever your
Well,
wish list.
unfortunately, let's see. It's not even, I don't have any of that. It just tells me the subtotal. It says go to cart and then it shows what it is and then it just has how many do you want? So I choose 2.
Well,
And there's
yeah.
nothing else there.
Did you make a list at the
Think-
beginning?
Think she might
Okay.
be using this bar. Like, I think she's searching in here.
Oh, is that what you're doing, Tamara?
Like, did
No,
you click
I'm up
the
at the
add
very top. I'm at the
Oh.
very top.
Okay, then it should,
Yeah, I'm right there where
okay. So then you
I'm
actually have
right
to
there.
click one. So like, click any one you want just to practice.
See, I don't have all that.
You can't
I'm
click.
looking at yours
Mhm.
and it doesn't even have all that. I have my card. Let me go back to
And
where
if
it
you have
says
something up,
shopping list. I see my name that I created. So I have
it's not a shopping list.
created.
It should not be a shopping list. It is not a shopping list.
Okay, hold on. It
And
says
you
your
might have,
list.
you might have created the wrong list.
Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, now let me go back where you said go to the drop down and it says create a list.
Yes.
That's what I did. I click create a list and it says list name required. And it use the list to save items for later. All lists are private unless you share them with others. Create. So it doesn't give me an option to say what kind of list.
If you're in
That's-
this screen, then you're in the right spot.
Okay.
You just name it whatever you want here. So instead of shopping list, we're gonna call it whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I called it for our FRC, right?
Good. So that's it. Yeah, you made it. So now we can add items to that list.
So now at the top, you should be able to search tablecloth or whatever it is that you want.
Okay. Enter items to add to this list. So you have to, hold on.
So go back to the top, search.
Nope, that's not how it's letting me do it. So it says add to list and it
So
says
you don't want to do add
enter.
to list. You want to do the white bar at the top.
Yeah, I did that. Okay, so let me go back here. I'm gonna open it all the way up too.
Tamara, you and I could jump on a call separately too if we want to keep cruising, and then I'm happy to kind of look at
Okay, keep
your screen
cruising
with me.
because it's not giving me the options like you're saying. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. You and I
It
could.
sounds like you got to distinguish between shopping list and wish list. Am I
You do.
correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay.
It doesn't give me options to say wish list. So maybe that's it too.
Let's keep going through and
Keep
then
going, yeah,
if
keep
it's-
going,
yeah,
keep
if
going.
it's not clicking, then you and I can look, or maybe if we have time at the end, you could
Hold
share.
on.
Right. So I would suggest putting like a couple of items on there just to kind of practice what that's like, adding it to your list. And then where Michelle is right now, when she hovers over accounts and lists, then you can click on your list. So like she's created a bunch of test ones here now, but once you click on it, then your items will start to populate and you'll be able to see like, oh yeah, I have those tablecloths that I wanted to get. And so you can kind of practice and see that all of them are on there. To make it public and to kind of manage, you're going to go back to your wish list. So hover over accounts and lists, find the name that you created. So Michelle just did that for us, which was up at the top and then through. Is everyone good on that? Has anyone been successful in creating it? Maybe a thumbs up. Give me some feedback. Okay, yay, we love it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. So hover over. This is to make the settings the way that you want them. So you're going to go to the three little dots, which is in that little oval right where Michelle is hovering right now. You're going to click on that and then click on Manage List. And this is where you're going to put in your settings. This is also where you can change the name. So if you're like, oh, whoops, I wanted to make it 2 words wish list instead of together, or you want to change the name for whatever reason, you can do it there. And again, it all updates in real time. So even if you've shared this with someone, they will be able to see the updated. Okay, where it says privacy, you're going to want to make it public so that if somebody does not have the link and they just search, they will be able to see the list and find your items. So definitely make it public. And then I would select for an organization, which is going to be the next option. It says for you or for an organization, you can click for an organization so that folks also know that you are not just adding your own personal items to this cart and selecting things for yourself, but this is for your FRC. The Alexa stuff at the top, I don't use Alexa. I don't really understand Alexa. Some people I know like to do that. So I just left that as is. If you want to click don't manage, I think you can just leave it as it is. I haven't had any issues with that, so I just ignored all that Alexa stuff. If anybody else has any words about Alexa, feel free to share. Okay, then for the recipient, I would put your manager, your supervisor, whomever is kind of like the person who can receive the things. It will need to be a person's name instead of the name of the FRC, because you're going to need to put your email in there as well. So whoever you think would be best in your organization to put for the recipient, and then also their email, just in case there's issues so that you can be contacted. I added our FRC website so that if folks are on the list, then they can get to our website from there too. So feel free to add that. I also put a little description. I kept it super short. I think I said like, thank you for supporting the Creighton Family Resource Center for the items that we need to help the community. Let me actually read what I actually have. I don't remember what it says. Let me see. It says, help the Creighton Family Resource Center get items it needs to be successful in serving the community in need. It's probably one too many needs, but put whatever you like in there. I would keep it short and simple for your little description. Am I going too fast? Is everyone all right? Okay. Feel free to come off mute, or thank you for the thumbs up, Melissa. Share in the chat if you have a comment or question. Okay, shipping address. Wow, Michelle, you have a lot of addresses saved. No judgment.
Sending lots of things to lots of people.
I love it. Okay, shipping address, you're definitely going to want to put your FRC, or like I said, wherever you receive packages, or what would be most convenient. So like if you're in a school district and it's not possible to get them to your FRC, but there's some sort of like warehouse or receiving center or like main office or the school's front office, I don't know, something else, like make sure that it's someplace that the packages can actually be sent to. So yeah, just double check that that address is correct in there. Then you're going to want to add delivery instructions if there are any. And then there's also a spot to which days can you receive packages. So I made sure that ours did not say Saturday and Sunday because we are not here on Saturday and Sunday. So unclick those so that you don't get a buildup of Amazon packages. And I don't know where y'all's centers are, but we know packages often go missing if they're sitting out for more than a day or even a few hours. So just, yeah, be thoughtful about that. Unfortunately, there's no way to put like select Saturdays or Sundays. I know we're open at least one, but I would just say to be safe, don't deliver on Saturday or Sunday. All right. And then there's a couple of boxes you can check. Like one of them that we check is let buyers ship additional items not on this list to shipping address. So basically what that means, if somebody's like, I want to give them a thing that's not on the list, but I think that they would use, or that I just feel like giving, like who says no to that, right? Like let them buy things that are not on the list if they want to. So that box just allows them to send things directly to you that are not, that you haven't specifically asked for. And then the other boxes, like keep purchased items on the list, I wouldn't check that just because it is confusing, especially if you have like a big ticket item that's been purchased. You don't want it to show up on the list because then somebody might buy another one. But if you have multiples, and I'll show you how to change the quantity of the items too, then it will continue to stay up there. Like for example, diapers, we keep diapers up there because we always need them. And so I'll just periodically check like, oh yeah, we need to up this quantity. So that item will stay on there because it's kind of something we always need and go through. Don't spoil my surprises. I think it's some sort of like gift thing. So that is not necessary to check. Oh yeah, there's more information there. I don't think, yeah, you don't need to check that.
I think I am down. I kind of figured that part out, Kelly, so I'm good.
Okay,
And
good.
I received packages and I unclick Saturday and Sunday, share my shipping address with sellers. What did you say about that?
Oh, yes.
And
What did I say about that? Let me look.
let buyers ship additional items not on the list.
You
Of
will want to say
course.
yes to that because yeah, in case they want to give something else.
Keep purchased items on the list. Yeah, depend on what it is. Okay.
Yes, you know what? I do have share my shipping address with sellers because I guess kind of for the same reason as if somebody wants to send something else, if they want to send something from somewhere else to your center, then now they
Mhm.
have the address to be able to do that. So yes, I collect share my shipping address with sellers.
Okay, Saturdays, Sundays, and I put or holidays. Do not
Oh,
ship.
good call. Yes, you can add that. Or if there's specific delivery directions, I think there's a spot where you can put like deliver to this door or whatever you need to let
And I
the
say
carriers know.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes, you can get really specific with the times too. That's smart. And then whenever you're done, you can just click Save Changes at the bottom. And again, this can all be updated whenever you need to. So if for whatever reason there is, yeah, some change or you want to change the name or whatever, then you can go back and just click those 3 little dots to update.
Okay, and I did put to.
We're gonna keep cruising
Now
along.
what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can keep cruising. And where I have my address in here for shipping and it says default address, that won't have anything to do with,
I would
never
not click
mind.
I would not click default address because that means all your Amazon packages now are going to go to your FRC address. So don't do that.
Okay,
Default means for your
so
Amazon account, you'll want it to go to wherever your packages go.
I
Where
put create new
Yeah.
and hopefully that's good.
Mhm.
yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say that. If you don't have the address in there, yes, you'll need to click create new. Thank you, Tamara. That's right.
And then it goes all the way on the bottom. You put that address in. Okay.
And then don't click default because otherwise, yeah, everything will go there.
Okay, cool. And now my save changes button is not lit.
If mine
Good.
isn't either because I didn't fill out all the fields, you have to complete the address fields and all the other required fields before it'll let you save.
Well, what is default list? Do I need to click that?
No, that is again for your account. If you click default list, then this will be the main list for your Amazon account.
Oh, okay.
All right. Everyone doing okay?
No, it won't say.
You might have missed something.
Alexa can add items. No,
Did you put your email address?
I did. The website is not on there, but I can go back. Okay, let's not do default. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's okay. I'll figure it out.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Charmaine. Ship to this address. That's what you want to click.
This button right here.
Yes, so click ship to this address. Ooh, Michelle, you might want to add that to the excuse me, to the directions. I didn't
Yeah.
think of-
Okay, that's a good ad.
Yes.
We'll have to put it in here.
So you can add it right after add delivery instructions. You could put ship to this address. Yeah. Thank you. Did that work, Tamara, once you hit the yellow ship to this address?
I don't know, because it just threw me out after I did that. So I'm just gonna go back in a little bit, so I'm not holding you up, and I'll go
Good.
and make sure.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thanks everyone.
If you take me out, that means it's saved.
I think we can keep going, but again, feel free to unmute or add comments in the chat if you have one. The next slide is just about what to include.
We're giving you save changes.
So I recommend including things that you go through a lot. So we do a lot of, you know, things that
gonna see when you
tablecloths
have
and
it.
easy cleanup.
It
So
has none for shipping address.
Oh, I'm not on mute.
thanks, Ryan. So if you, yeah, cups, plasticware, napkins, that kind of thing, coffee filters. We use coffee filters for everything. Like not just coffee, obviously, coffee making we do, but we use them for like for our early readiness class for snack. We like put the little thing because it's just cheap and easy to throw away. So it's a little hot tip there. So we always order lots of coffee filters, sidewalk chalk, whatever, other things that are just kind of like we go through this a lot. We need them often. Things that
Quick
you
question. So
yeah.
do you find that people are willing to purchase those kind of things? Like you're talking like paper towels or goods that you use versus like clothing items for kids or something more, you know what I mean?
Girl, you would be surprised. People are like, "You need
Okay.
paper towels? I'm gonna send you paper towels." Like they're very, very generous. And especially if it's a cheapy kind of thing like that, people love that because they're like, "Oh, heck yeah, I'm already ordering paper towels. Like I'll send a roll or two over to the FRC."
Got
Like
it.
I would love to support. So yes, I would say don't limit yourself by thinking someone is not going to do it because what if they do? And then you have it and then you're like, "Oh, I'm so glad that I didn't like limit it." You know what I mean? So put it on there. Second thing I would recommend is things you would like, but you wouldn't think to ask for. So the opposite end of that, Barisha, like a big ticket item. A great example, I really wanted this popcorn maker for our events that we do. And I was like, no one's gonna buy this popcorn maker. It's crazy, but I'm gonna put it on there because it's really cool and it's like industrial and you know, make pops popcorn like big batches at a time. Someone bought our popcorn maker, you guys. It was a very exciting day. This like huge package showed up. I still have no idea. I thought it was my mother-in-law, and I was like, thanks for the popcorn maker. You're the best. She's like, I did not order that. So no idea. Some like magical person is out in the world supporting our FRC via a popcorn maker. So shoot for the moon. Again, you never know who's going to come through, come by, feel generous that day, and click add to cart and send it over. So things you wouldn't think to ask for, put them on there. Things that need to be updated. If you're like, our toaster oven is trash, we need a new one, put it on there. Why not? You never know. If you're, yeah, looking to kind of like bring things up that you just don't have the budget and funds for, maybe someone will get it. Things you need doubles of. So if you're like, oh, I really wish we had 2 copies of this book or this activity or this game that we like to use in 2 different classrooms, it would be so nice to have an extra one on hand. Throw it on there. We put a lot of event items and raffle items. I know some like FRCs that are within school districts kind of can't do raffles, so maybe call them giveaways or however you can get around that. I don't know. I love asking for forgiveness instead of permission for things. So do what you can with that. But bigger ticket items that you can kind of have on hand are always nice to have raffle items, like gift cards, stuff like that. And then I was thinking we could brainstorm together. So if there's anything not on this list that anyone's like, oh, I want to put this, or what about that? Let me know. Any ideas?
Earlier, you had mentioned that you had diapers on your wish list. Is that correct? Diapers and wipes?
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
have you had a lot of success in that? Received?
Mixed. We had for a little while, we had a really generous donor who kind of like continued to supply our diapers, and we do community baby showers twice a year. So we specified newborn and size 1 to be able to replenish our little goodie bags that we give for the community baby showers. But then we put other sizes because we have a diaper distribution program where folks can come get an emergency pack, we call it, and then they have to get a coupon to earn the next one. So they have to come to 6 classes in order to get the coupons to turn them back in for additional diapers. So that kind of like stretches our inventory a little bit. So that helps. We're kind of low right now, but actually I just had a meeting. I walked someone around from a realty company that's right around the corner from our FRC. And she was like, how can we help? What's a need that needs to be filled? And I was like, diapers, please. And so I sent her to the wish list, but like kind of specified, like I would really like it if you could click on these items and get them. So yeah, it's been, I would say up or down with the diapers because they are expensive. And I know that's
Yeah.
asking a lot of people that are just kind of wanting to help with a smaller thing. So it's not been as consistent as I would love, but this opportunity came around and that was a nice one that I jumped on right away when she was like, what is it that you want? I was like, oh, this. So it's a good way
Oh,
to,
that's a great idea.
yeah, it's a good way to keep them on there. And then, yeah, if somebody does come around and wants to support, then they're there.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else?
Kelly, I have a question. I joined the meeting a little bit late. As
No
always, I
worries. I
was
get
busy
that. No worries.
with a mom. And are you sharing the your presentation so I can see
Yes.
the beginning, how to
Yes.
start the whole thing?
Yes. Michelle is recording and she's going to share the slides. So all of it will be available. And then Keta, just shoot me an email and I'm happy to walk you through it or answer questions, or we can jump on a call too if you'd like.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, since Michelle is taping it, I will hear it. And then if I have any questions, I will reach out to
Perfect.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And I'm going to empower you. It is very easy. You can do it. It's also very editable. So if you make a mistake, it's very easy to delete and change the numbers. So don't
Okay.
stress. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Well, if you think of anything else, shoot it in the chat. I think our ideas together are always helpful. So if you think of something that would be beneficial, then share, please. All right, let's keep going. Speaking of sharing, this is how you're going to share with your community to be able to get the link to either put it on, like I said earlier, website, you can make a QR code and I'm going to show you how to do that in to make a little like flyer for your office. I told you I put it on my email signature, so far and wide, spread it out. Okay, so back to Amazon, back to your list. You're going to make sure that you're within your list, which remember we got there by going accounts and lists and then scrolling down to Michelle, your Amazon is like, where do you want to ship this package? It keeps asking. It's very funny.
It's upsetting. I didn't complete the process.
I love it. So make sure that you're on your list. If you have multiple like Michelle does, because you have personal ones, just make sure you're clicking on your FRC wish list. So once you're in there, you should be able to see the items that you added. And remember, you can continue to add items by searching at the top, adding them that way. And I'm also going to show you how to change the quantity. Did I put that? Oh yeah, I have that on the next slide. Okay, getting ahead of myself. All right, sharing. You're going to click in the right-hand corner. There's a little box with a little arrow, kind of universal share button. You're going to click there. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're going to invite someone to view only, because if you click view and edit, then they can edit the things in your list, and you don't want that unless you're sharing it with your FRC staff or people that you want to be able to edit it. So if you are like, hey, throw on whatever it is that you think of for your class or event or whatever, then you can give the link to your people that can edit it. But otherwise, if you're just sharing it to the world, make sure you're only view only. And then I would just do copy link so that you can have the link and you can paste it in. I always send myself emails. That's like a good way to remember. And I always put like FRZ wish list in the title so that I can go to it easily and remember. I mean, it's also going to live in your Amazon account and you can always go back and edit it there, but it's nice to just have the link somewhere. So once you copy it, what I would do is just send myself an email, FRC wish list, and then I've got it in there. So I know it's ready to go. I did put on here a way to create a QR code. So this is just an easy way to have folks scan it. Like if you have that poster in the office, then they can scan it and then see your wish list right there. To do that, I put a little link. There's a number of websites. This is not the only one. So use whatever it is that you'd like to create your QR code. But it's really easy to do. So Michelle, I don't know if you want to open a tab with that and we can do the QR code really quick. Okay, so all you do is go to this link or whatever QR code generator. You can also just Google it and many will come up. It's free, so there's lots of pop-ups, sorry. So you're gonna copy the link and then over here, you're gonna paste it into this QR code generator and then it makes it right there. You can download the QR code and put it onto a flyer. You can screenshot it, like grab a little screen grab of it to just get the little QR code picture. And then I would probably put that onto that same email where you put the link so that you can have it all in one spot. But if you download it, then the file's right there and then you have it. And then that image can be used in, again, posters or whatever on your newsletters, whatever advertising it is that you're doing for your
I know
efforts.
you want to go back, but I did the QR generator free, correct?
Yeah, there's a number of them. So you can use the one that I put on there, or you can just Google one. There's a
I
ton
want
of
to find it. Okay.
You can also generate a QR code through Google if you have Google. So if you if you copy and paste that into a document, go to the top right. There are 3 little dots and click on it. And if you go to cast, save, and share, move over, go down, and down at the very bottom, it says create QR code.
Dina, you're blowing my mind. I had no idea. Thank you.
That is
You're
so
welcome.
You can also use Canva as well if you guys use Canva.
Yes, and
They have,
Canva
like-
can make the whole sheet too, so that's really smart.
Yes.
Yes. Love Canva. And Canva, those of you who are associated with a school district, it is free. If you have a school district email address, you can get a free pro or premium, I forget what it's called, subscription. So do not buy it. Also, it's a huge nightmare to cancel it. We went through that last year, so do not recommend signing up. If you have a school district email address, use that because you get a free pro subscription. Thank you for saying that, Griselda. I appreciate it. All right. How's everyone doing? We okay with the sharing? Okay. So, we're almost done here. We're wrapping up, but there's a few more minutes. So if you have any questions or think of anything else, I will definitely hang out. So feel free to ask. But just a couple of last things. So first, you want to be sure to check the list periodically to see what's been purchased. Obviously, packages will arrive, and so you'll see them that way, but it's nice to kind of just keep an eye on what people are clicking on and purchasing for you. You can add new items. We talked about how to do that by searching in the top and then clicking add to list. And then if you need to change, this one's really important. So let's go back to the wish list. So if you need to change, you're going to go to the 3 little dots in the corner of the item. So each item, Michelle only has one thing in this list right now, but each item will have its own little 3 little dots.
Let me add another item.
Okay.
To make it look more legit.
Got it.
This is this book has changed my life, by the way. 4,000 Weeks Time Management for Mortals. So highly recommend.
Love the plug. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're adding it to our list. View our list. Okay, now we have 2 items.
Okay, that looks better. Except where are 3 little dots on here? So I know on mine, Michelle, it's a different view. I don't know if there
is it like this? There
Yes.
it is.
How
She
did you
has
do
a
that?
great
Oh,
view. Yeah.
the
So
waffle.
I had list view. You can toggle back and forth, but grid view seems easier because now you have a menu.
Yes. Okay, good call. Thank you for that. I actually didn't even realize. I think it's waffle versus pancake. Someone taught me that.
Oh, yeah. It's cute.
So the waffle is easier to view because you can look at all the things next to each other. And then this is where you'll make changes as well. There's probably another way to do it in the pancake stack, but to me, this makes more sense. So if you're on the pancake, click over to the waffle. Everyone got that? Okay. So click on the waffle and then there's 3 little dots next to each item. So you're going to click that and you're going to click add a note. I know that seems weird, like a note. What is that? And you don't need to actually add a note. It's the things at the bottom that you're looking at. Exactly. So you can click the need. So if you want 6 of these amazing books, then you can do that. And then the has will change as people purchase them. So if somebody buys 1 for you, it will say 1 because it's been sent to you. And then you can also change the priority. So like I was talking about the diapers earlier, I made the sizes that we're out of the highest priority. I have no idea if people really look at that, but if they do, then they'll be like, oh, this is something that they're really in need of. If it's just like a nice to have item, like that popcorn machine was definitely low, but somebody was like, well, I want to buy this popcorn machine, so they did. So you can change the priority of each item. Again, I don't know how closely people look at that, but if they do, then there it is. But that is the way to change the quantity. Or if you're getting low on something that you know you go through, like, oh, we had 4 tablecloths on there, but they've all been purchased and we've used them all, and now I need to go and update, and then you can change the quantity and up it for however many that you need. I think. Oh, you could add a comment. I'm not sure why you would add a comment. Maybe you could say like, we really, really need this as like a plug. I don't know if people look at that also, but there is an option for that. And then once you go in there once, did you notice how Michelle's little thing changed? It now says edit instead of add.
Yeah.
So just click that one and it will still give you those same options, but it's going to say edit because you've already been in there one time.
Yeah, this one is add still. And then this one
Is edit, yeah.
that's cool. I'm learning new things. Yeah.
Learning is fun.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard too. It's like, I was very intimidated at first, but now that I've played around with it more and added more things and kind of been around, it's easier than it seemed at first. Yes, go ahead.
So I don't know a lot about like the technology stuff or anything, but when I make this list, the only way that other people will see it is if I share that link or that QR code, right? It's not like people can go onto Amazon and like look at mass lists and just pick one and shop. I mean, it's not like that, right? I have to specifically share the actual link.
Correct. If you made it public, remember when before in our settings, we made sure that the lists were public. If you made it public, you should be able to search it. Actually, Michelle, let's do a little experiment. Can you try searching mine and see if it pops up for you? So ours is actually called CFRC wish list. See if it comes up. I'm
2
just
words
curious.
or 1?
Let me see. It's 2. I went with 2. Okay, so it looks like it's trying to come up with like items that are called wish list. I wonder if
you
there's a way
have
to
to
search.
specify, yeah, like
A way
list.
to search lists. Yeah, there might be. This is a good question, Charmaine. I'm curious because I've never done it before. That might be all stuff. You might have to go, Michelle, over to the, there might be a way to like search.
Yes, find a list or
Find
registry.
a list. There we go. So if they knew that, and I should probably call ours Creighton Family Resource Center. And now that I'm saying this, I'm going to change the name of it so that it is more searchable.
Oh, okay.
CFRC. See if it comes up, Michelle. I'm curious.
Registry. I wonder if I have to specify gift list.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Let's see what happens. Search for a name. CFRC.
Space list. No.
No. Okay. Interesting. Let me go back to all. Easy to share.
I thought if it was public, now I need to make sure mine's public. Whoa. I'm sure it is. I think so. Let's see. Yeah, mine's public. Interesting.
Yeah, because it would be nice if you could just find. Let's see. Okay, so my mistake was wish list is 1 word.
Oh, it is 1 word. What?
Yeah. So
okay,
yes,
that's my
we
mistake.
found it. How
Wow.
exciting. Let's look at it.
That's pretty cool.
This is very exciting. Wait,
Oh,
that's
so smart. Oh, wait,
wait,
this is.
that is not my list.
Oh, maybe it's the wrong list.
Psych, it is 2 words. This is wild. Who is this other CFRC?
Oh, I think they're in someplace else. This
You know
is a
what?
different list.
I'm gonna change it to Creighton. Let's see if that makes a
It
difference.
says Wisconsin, and I'm getting big Wisconsin vibes with the
Yes,
candy and all the yard.
Yes.
I was like, we didn't ask for football, so maybe that's a good idea. Okay, let me see if I can change the name of it and then see if that will make things easier.
Yeah, and it's an older. That's so funny. Well, best of luck, Community Family Resource Center in Wisconsin. See if we can.
Okay, I just changed the name of it, Michelle. See if Creighton Family Resource Center wish list comes up. Sorry guys, thanks for bearing with us. I'm curious if this is gonna work out.
Yeah, let me
No,
just do Creighton because I might not be getting things exactly right, and it seems pretty
tricky, yeah.
tricky. Maybe we'll just do Creighton without anything else. Bummer. Okay, well, somehow the Wisconsin list was searchable, so we're gonna have to figure out how to make it searchable, and we will follow up and let you guys know.
Yeah,
We'll
good
figure
call.
it out.
Maybe I need to do some Googling because it seems like if it's public, which mine says public, that it should
Should do it.
mhm, very weird.
Yeah, now I'm like really curious. Now I want to know. Okay. This is
Select state. How about if you enter the state? Because I think there was a choice there to select state.
Let me see. Creighton. Oh, nice. Okay, now we need to go back and figure out what I did.
Oh,
Creighton. Let's narrow it down. Family Resource Center. Go. Search. Arizona. Search. Okay, well, Creighton worked because apparently that's the last name. Okay, it's pulling up baby registries. We're gonna crack it. Yes, we can. You can specify state, and if you have the correct name, it should be findable. Well, we just need to figure out how to make it.
yeah, interesting. And that's funny. The Creighton Academy is a school in our district. So I'm like, how did they do it?
Oh,
I
Maybe
don't
it's under Kelly's name. If you put your name, maybe it's under, because it says registered name.
know. Oh, that could be.
Nope.
No.
You keep trying.
Weird.
okay.
And you know what? It's not a registry, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe I'm looking in the wrong. Yeah. Okay. Well, more questions than answers currently, but at least we know it's possible. So we'll have to figure that part out.
I do recommend though, just like I said, sharing the link and the QR code far and wide, and hopefully folks can find it that way because I would imagine that most people, that's how they would access it. I don't think people would be sitting on Amazon searching. That would just be my guess. But yeah, we'll have to keep digging around. Good question,
Thank
Charmaine.
you, Melissa. Yes. Okay. There's a guide. Beautiful. Okay. We will play with it. I'm going to copy this and I will add this to the follow-up email with the slides and the recording. Beautiful.
I love this. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Share widely. That is all from me. Thank you so much for engaging and listening and trying things out. I know sometimes new things can feel like, oh, this is scary or a lot, but I feel like there's a lot of reward that can come from not too much effort. So give it a shot, and I hope that someone buys you a popcorn machine, whatever else your center needs. Yes. And then my email is there. Thank you, Michelle, for putting it on there. And I also linked ours in case you wanted some ideas or to look at what we're asking for. I'm always updating it too and putting new things on there. Charmaine, did you have another question?
Well, I'm just gonna play with it because it won't share. I have to put information in, share it, put information and share it. And then when I go to new address, because it's showing my personal address. So when I put in create new address, it doesn't let me. So I just have to play with it. I'll get some help.
Yeah, and we can jump on a call too, Samara,
Yeah.
to look at it.
And then there was another question, but about how do people know? So sharing the QR code, sharing the link, publicizing it, posting it on your social media.
Social media,
just
huge.
Put it out there.
Yes.
Now, would it be okay? Like, well, we don't have it anymore, but there's listservs. Are we okay to share it with our listservs?
Yeah, I actually just
Meaning
emailed.
like, yeah.
I just,
Alma.
yeah, sure, certainly. I just emailed our communications person through the district and asked if we could get a little button put on our official district website, which I don't have control
Mhm.
what that goes, but I asked her if she could put that on and she was like, yeah, let's put a little blurb. So they're going to
Oh,
put that. So
that's
yeah,
good. That's a good.
I
I'm gonna
love
have
the
to add
creativity.
on, which is great because now that we're kind of a lot more part of the school district, then hopefully they will be able to do that.
Yeah, use your resources. Certainly. All right.
We're
Well, thank
limited on certain things they would do. So now it's like full force.
Coral. I get that deeply. I'm like, you want to help us till you don't, and then you want to use all of our awesome things that we're doing to advertise the district. Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Always the way. Um,
Because
all
what
right.
helps us helps them too.
100%. Yeah.
Newsletters.
Thank you again, everyone. Michelle, thank you so much for playing around and guiding us through. That was very helpful. I'm available if you have questions. I'm happy to jump on a call too to kind of walk you through if you want to share your list and we can kind of troubleshoot if you're running into issues or if you have questions about other things.
Okay. I'm going to work on it and see how to get it to work. And then, of course, if not, I'll give you a call.
Sounds good. Yeah, Tracy.
Hi, I'm gonna look through your slides and see if I'm doing the right thing. I am wondering, I am under a business account for the city, and so I'm wondering if that is working differently than a personal account. Do you know?
That is a good question that I do not know the answer to.
Okay. My screen was looking a little bit different, and I'm wondering if that is why, but I also don't think I can probably do this under my personal account. I think I would not pass the city test doing that.
Gotcha.
That
So,
That
so,
could be what's wrong with mine too.
Could be. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the business accounts. I don't
okay.
have Prime, so I don't know. I'm sorry, Michelle, I don't know if you have any insight on that.
I don't, but I think that's probably Tamara, yeah. I'd imagine if your screen wasn't showing the same options, that's probably why. But I can do a little digging because I'm sure there are how-to guides out there for how to do it with a business account. And maybe I can get some more info on like what restrictions exist to help you guys see if you can work around it.
Okay.
I'll make a
Thank
note.
you. I'm thinking that's
Thank
what
you.
it is because it looked a lot different. So I'm guessing there's things that like boundaries that they probably have for us under that account, but maybe that would be helpful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Good question.
thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, because I don't have a business account. That's a really good thought. And
Okay.
it's going to take a while for this recording to upload to YouTube. So I will do my best to send out a follow-up to you all by tomorrow morning sometime after everything is complete.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.
I look forward to getting those slides. I'm just gonna see if I can go in and create another account, but I was told and just because we're talking about it, U of A, I don't think they allow us to do a business account with Amazon for some reason. But it's a wish list, so it's not technically, you don't have to pay for anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to
I just dropped the link to the slide deck there in the chat. So you all can go ahead and open that up if you want to see these slides before I follow up with you all via email tomorrow. So hop onto that slide deck before you close out the meeting window, and I will follow up soon. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.